If you want to understand the current conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran, you can't just look at the headlines. You have to rewind the clock over 70 years back to the Cold War. You need to put it in context, is what we say in our AP history classes. I'm Wendy with AP History Help, and I help to solve all of your AP history problems. Let's find out the context to the current conflict. In 1953, the United States and the UK orchestrated a coup to overthrow the leader of Iran. He was a democratically elected prime minister. But in the context of the Cold War, he wanted to nationalize Iran's oil, and Western powers feared that as a result of nationalizing, which is leaning left, that they would align themselves with the Soviet Union, Iran and the Soviet Union. And during the Cold War, the US policy was containment, right? To contain communism and the influence of the Soviet Union to where it already was and not let it spread. So in the place of the prime minister, the US consolidated the power of the Shah, a pro-Western monarch. And for 25 years, the US supported and heavily armed the Shah, making Iran a key US ally. But the Shah was not very popular amongst the Iranian people, and that led to the Iranian Revolution in 1979. So, long story short, the monarchy was overthrown and replaced by an anti-Western Islamic republic. This culminated in the U.S. embassy crisis with the hostages being taken, and the U.S. severed diplomatic ties overnight. Like, we're not playing nice with you anymore. Iran went from being one of the U.S.'s fiercest allies in the Middle East to one of its worst adversaries. And for the next 4 decades, the relationship was defined by containment. The U.S. imposed heavy economic sanctions, initially over terrorism allegations and human rights, and later focused on halting Iran's nuclear programs and curbing its support for regional proxy militia groups. Which brings us to today. The recent military strikes involving Israel and the U.S. against Iran are the latest escalation in a long shadow war. They stem from those long allegations about Iran's nuclear escalation, its backing of regional factions like groups of bad guys, and direct retaliatory strikes between the nations. What we're seeing today isn't a